Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays Minecraft Survival Island. And when I look at this little contraption here, I'm trying to think of is there any way to improve it, and I have come up with an idea. Because right now I have 3 chests here, I guess I might as well grab that, where we're dropping all the sugarcane that I get from it. Well, it's not exactly the most efficient system that I've got here. Now, there are a couple of things off on it. One of them is that the very fact that I have 3 chests. So I'm thinking if there's a way to reduce the number of chests I've got here. So let me grab these. So what I'm thinking of is reducing this and making it so that I have only a single chest. If this doesn't work out, I can always go back to the original system. Well, there is that also. I forgot about that little detail because, of course, I got water flowing in there between. Well. Let's see if I could do that without a major crisis water-wise. Let's see. Do I have an axe here? Let's get an axe. Alright. For now, we'll put dirt here since we're just trying to test things out anyway. Because what my idea is then to see what would happen, because actually water coming out of here is not going to be a major problem if I go. Alright, what? Oh, it's of course. Alright. So now I've got water coming through here. I guess I need to get on top in order to see what's going on. Because what I do is I am trying to get a water flow. I am intentionally trying to create a water flow. So therefore, the fact that water is flowing around here isn't bad. But I need to... Okay, that's where it activated the... I got 1 piece of sugar cane out of that. Alright, well, that was just a complete farce. Because the water is not flowing the way I wanted it to flow. The idea there was to get some water flowing. But I wanted the water to be flowing in the opposite direction. Obviously, that does not work. So the whole thing would have to be planned on a different principle, I think, in order... Oh, of course! But if I had the water flow that I was trying to achieve there, then I wouldn't need... Uh-oh. Well, that wasn't good. Yeah. Because once... Oh, well. Alright, let's get this back. Oh, and I can't get... Oh, access through the back. Yeah. Alright, I'll have to figure that out. I'll either restore that or I will... The idea here is what I was trying to do was to get a river flowing in front. But if I had the river flowing in front, I no longer need those 2 side ponds, which is what's causing my trouble here. So having a stream here, running across here, taking any sugar cane that was pushed out, putting it into the hopper, and going down here. And then I could collect it down there. And obviously that wasn't working very well because of the side things ruining my flow and all. Now the other problem I have is that I really need 2 levels of pistons in order to make sure that I get all of it, I think, into there, because that was the other problem I was having, is that the water, was that some of the sugarcane is falling on top of the sand and getting lost. But I may just live with that inefficiency if I can't find an easy way around it, since this isn't going to be exactly a long-term source of sugarcane, seeing that we're getting near the end of the series, and I'm doing that just to finish up the challenge. Alright. Oh, of course, because it's... yeah, that's the reason for that. So let us get up through here. Alright, here we go. And now let's get up here. Now we are on this here. It's time to actually add some sails to our ship. Since we're not going to go very far without ships. And I have... without sails. Alright. So now I have sails here. And I have 49 pieces of wool. And I think that will be barely enough in order to complete. If not, well, we've got one more episode after this. Let's see. Because the idea here is to create my sails. And now, of course, triangle shapes aren't exactly the easiest thing you could do in Minecraft, seeing how, let's face it, triangles don't work very... ah, okay. Well, I mean, it's very blocky, but that went... that went faster than I thought. Alright, so that's our main sail. Now, the question is whether or not it should have some pushed up by the wind or something like that. But we'll have to decide on that effect later. But now here is the... I think it's called a jib or front sail. And we'll do this is their smaller sail. We'll see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, well, I guess we were going to have to do that. Actually, let's do it this way. And I think we can do it that way. Oh, no wonder I missed the point. Ah, alright. See how that looks. Well, that took exactly 49. Well... yeah, it's... well, considering the scale I'm using... I think it really maybe can stand go up 1 or 2 more. Maybe... yeah, I think a little bit more a little bit more height here would be nice on that, so that the mainsail has more of a shape like the jib there, and then it might work. So that means I am going to have to collect a little bit more wool in order to get that to be a little bit better on its shape. And now, of course, since I am in dock, having little or no wind affecting it is probably going to be fine, since otherwise it'll probably be pushed out and all stuff like this. Let's face it, it's probably at the point where I just unfurled the sails, because if they were already... you're not going to leave it in dock permanently furled. I mean, permanently unfurled, simply because you're going to damage the ship when the wind pushes it around. Alright, let's get some sleep here. But that does mean that we need a little bit more wool. I think these are the main two projects I have to worry about. Actually, there are 3 items that are in my list. One of them is to finish this thing, whether that's reverting and calling the last version as being done or getting that improved. So that I'm really only doing it because it's one of the official challenges and not because I seriously need a sugar farm at this moment. But I am going to need a little bit more wool. And that means collecting a whole bunch of string. Now, there is another source of string other than this, and that is to go into the abandoned mine. Now, I think I've collected most of the string, though, so it might not be as efficient a source as we can get. All right, let's see. But I think going down here might be proved to be a more interesting endeavor, assuming I don't get lost here. Now, do I have... Oh, I got a pretty much full inventory here. Whee! Now, I have to be careful here because I'm currently using a cobble sword. And the reason why I'm using a cobble sword is because all my other swords broke from killing spiders. I know, what a shock. Let's see. Okay. Problem is, every time I go through here, I get lost. Yeah, I have a feeling I've already collected all the spider web because I don't see any around here. And that's probably the only real... If this were any other place, I'd probably be collecting that coal right now, but who needs the coal? It's like... I'm getting ready to leave. I'm about to get off this island. Nope, not there. Okay. Okay, I guess I'll just have to go down here. And... Well, there's a piece of spider web. But I have a feeling that there could be also some not nice things here. Hey, I actually got the string out of it. Okay. An unexplored area here. Oh, not my redstone torch! Alright. Alright, I meant to use a regular torch there. Ooh, more string. I think it's probably faster to... Yeah, this is not a very safe place to be. Might have been safer just to stay with the spiders there. Alright, but it did lead me to some iron. And iron means I might be able to make a couple more pistons. Yeah, because I only had a couple of pieces of iron left. I was reluctant to turn those into... let's see. I was reluctant to turn those into pistons at this time, and that's why I was reluctant to also create a new sword, which would have also have been very useful to do. Oh, gold I definitely don't need. Sort of my last exploration! Whoops! Creeper! Creeper alert! Alright. Whew. Whee! That was another creeper. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Oh well. Well, that will be fine. I'll accept that result. Alright, here we go. Alright, well, that I think is a bit too far. Main reason coming down here was to make sure that no creepers. Quit that. Regular torch. That wasn't ambushed by a creeper or anything like that. Okay, let's see. We have... Oh, there it is. Iron. Okay, good. That is going to be a useful resource in here. Now, all I've got to do is figure out how to... Oh, okay, this looks like the way back up. Because I think that is enough for what I came down here for. I wasn't expecting to get a nice supply of iron, but this is the point where you take your money and run. Oh. Oh, but I can't resist web. Good. Good. Make sure there are no creepers coming down that way. Oh, nice. Yes, nice source of string. I should have a bit of this. Bit of that. And stay sharp. Wait, this place is... Well, alright, I think it's a good thing I came down here. How sad it would have been to have found out later on that I missed an entire section of this dungeon. Or I should say, abandoned... Speaking of dungeons, I am going to have to take out that spawner so that I could officially say I have conquered the dungeon. I could probably do that in the next episode though. Mushrooms? Okay, well, I'm not going to need those. I've got plenty of food. Alright, now let's get back down here. And see if I can... manage to find my way back home. Ah, yes, once again Ah, okay. Oh. I've not only managed to get back up, but I also found a couple more webs. Alright, that's it for today's episode. I'm going to collect a few more webs. And next time, we are going to go back to the ship, finish up, maybe pretty up those sails a little bit. take care of our last few items that we need. Maybe get that. Oh, good thing I was standing to the side there. And maybe improve that sugarcane farm a little bit. But that'll all be in the next episode of Piney Plays Minecraft Survival Island.